Hello. Welcome back to the Jar of Pain podcast, the podcast where we answer your questions submitted on jarofpain.com. Questions about life, sex, boyfriends, girlfriends, the Holocaust, once in a while,
once in a time.
Any question you may have, you can answer a question yourself at jarofpain.com. Ben, how you doing? You're in pain right now.
Yeah, I just had a Chipotle burrito with that spicy salsa, and the heat's dying down, but just a mere seconds ago.
Yeah, your eyes are watering.
Yeah, I do. I know. I look like a bitch, but we're good. I'm okay.
Yeah. You know what? I'm feeling like we just get right into it.
Right into it?
Yeah. Do you know what time it is? Welcome back to Jar of Pain.
Skibbity bop boop da.
You know what? I'm not even gonna fix this.
Okay.
Because I think it's funny. I think people should know that I'm a real person. You're a real person.
Yeah, we're not AI. This is real.
This is real.
Yeah.
We just had a live show. Those shows are fun. If you've never seen us live, you got to check it out. jarpain.com for information and tickets. Coming soon to a city near you. Please. Please. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Good times.
People were there.
Great questions.
I'll tell you what's so cool about this show. I was talking about this at work yesterday. It really operates on a trust me clause.
What do you mean?
Do you know what a clause is? It's like an extra piece of information in a contract that's like, well, if this happens, this is null and void.
Yeah.
So I'm calling it a trust me clause because we don't know what the show will be. It's completely random.
It's true.
The audience has some control over what the show will be because they submit the questions. But if someone buys a ticket to come to the show, we kind of are saying, trust us, it's funny.
Yeah, that is true.
It's not like it's an album we've done or it's an act or people have seen us before. Every single show is different. So it's so surprising that people keep coming.
Yeah.
Off just the fact that we're like, people have had a good time before and we think you're going to have a good time now. Trust us. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And, if we're not funny, no refunds. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get a refund.
None.
You're supporting starving artists.
Local.
And clearly, I'm the most starving out of anybody in Eau Claire County. You know what I don't like about being a big guy?
What's that?
I'm just going to mention this quick.
Yeah, rip it.
Other big guys.
Competition?
No, they're like... So I kind of keep myself on the down low.
Yeah.
Right? I think it's important to have self-awareness.
Right.
For how you are perceived by others.
Right.
And like some big guys are just like all in on being a big guy. And they think I am too. But I'm just a person. I just don't want to be defined by like the way I look. I really love the feeling. I really prescribe to the fact that like if you can't change something about somebody in 15 seconds, you just shouldn't mention anything.
Right.
You know, like if they got a little thing in their teeth or they got ranch in their beard, absolutely say something. But if it's like the shirt or outfit they're wearing, if it's the way they look, if it's the way they have their haircut, just keep that to yourself.
I mean, you can change your haircut in 15 seconds.
Not at a party. Well, I guess, yeah, you could.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is sometimes I'll be at a restaurant and like a fat guy will give me the nod. There's a fat guy nod.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
It's a whole culture behind the scenes that no one knows.
Okay.
We're all sitting in chairs with no armrests, just splayed out.
Yeah.
And like you go to a buffet and like fat guys will be like, good spread.
Okay.
There's a whole fat guy culture that people do not understand because they're not fat.
Is there like a
there's a code? Yeah.
Like a signal that you give to another guy when you're like the chairs are good?
No, I am very good at judging chairs. That's a skill I learned young. My dad taught me.
Yeah.
And his father taught him before me. It's a family tradition.
Spanning back generations.
My dad sat me down. I used to do this joke on stage. My dad sat me down one day after school and he said, Matt, I'm going to teach you which chairs you can trust. Because you're a big boy, you're going to be a big man. I can't have you collapsing chairs all over town.
Sure.
He said, it's bad for you, it's bad for me. And I agreed with him. And I have never collapsed a chair. And I've seen other big guys collapse chairs. You never recover. People are still talking about my friend collapsing a chair in high school almost 20 years later.
Dude, even
anytime we see him.
Even like a skinny dude who just like tips too far back, that you fall back in a chair, people will always, you will never not escape
it's
that.
Like Pearl Harbor. It's a day that will live in infamy for you.
And it'll just get brought up and random conversations.
All the time. Oh, man, remember that time you fell out of the chair? Because sitting in a chair is one of the easiest things to do.
You just sit down. And that's it.
And that's why I never eat outside at restaurants. Outdoor seating at restaurants, famously small chairs. They're not thinking about larger patrons.
You know who's got good chairs?
Who?
Culver's. Because they just have those.
And they don't have the armrests.
It's just benches.
That's the key.
Of stone.
Don't try to put me in a box.
Don't put baby in a box.
Don't put baby in a box. Let my thighs run free in the meadows. And speaking of the jar, I say we go for a question. And I've got a little surprise for you later.
Okay. All right. Well, can't wait for that surprise. The first question is, why do my nuts itch?
Ooh, wash your nuts. Next question.
That's not answering the question.
That is why he needs to wash them.
Yeah, but what about, just like swamp nuts? What about sticky nuts?
Wash them. It goes away.
Okay.
You're so much happier after you've eaten.
I do.
Last week you were so pissy.
So much.
You're
better.
so much happier after you've eaten.
Yeah.
You're like a little baby.
The problem is that I think my stand-up's going to suffer for it, but I needed it today. Is it okay to pee in a pool?
Okay. I need to explain this question to you.
Okay, rip it.
During the pandemic, I used to go live on Facebook. Okay. The first time I went live on Facebook, I created an event that said, simply called, Matt will go live on Facebook and cut his hair with kitchen shears. 500 people watched me live on Facebook, cut my hair with kitchen shears and a bowl on my head and giving myself a bowl cut. So the entrepreneur in me went, wow, attention's really easy to come by these days. So I devised I wanted to do a weekly event, but things got weird during the pandemic and I just quit that idea.
Sure.
But the next one I did was Matt has a big confession he will reveal on Facebook Live. Really cut and dry live events, which I still think is a good idea. A lot of these are a lot of them are very contrived or artistic or ethereal. You're not really sure what's going on. And mine were like, Matt does this live. And so a bunch of people watched me confess something on his Facebook Live, and I didn't use words. I wrote single words on pieces of paper and just did the dramatic, every word was a thing, and I just kept showing, it was little phrases. And I confessed on Facebook Live that I pee in pools.
Yeah.
So I really feel like this is coming from that. But here's the truth.
Yeah.
And this is what I said in my Facebook Live. Everyone does it.
Oh, 100%.
People will lie to you and say, oh, that's gross. I actually would agree that it's gross. But everyone's doing it and no one's talking about it. And I know that more people are doing it than say they do it. So I was like, I'll just be the person to say it. And I called myself Genghis Pond. And I had said things like, I have peed in every pool I've been in, which I don't know if that's true, but you got to be dramatic on Facebook
You got to exaggerate.
But listen to me. You ever been to a swim up bar? Well, you don't really drink.
No, I haven't been to a pool that has that anyway.
I went to a 4-star all-inclusive resort in Costa Rica for a friend's wedding.
Okay.
We found the swim-up bar day 3. Everything's free once you're there.
Sure.
You pay installments with your travel agent. They pick you up at the airport. Once you're there, like, you have a wristband, everything is free.
Yeah.
Food, everything. It's very weird and cool.
That seems fun.
But we would spend 6 to 8 hours in the pool. No one got out to pee. And we're drinking. You cannot tell me everyone's holding it.
That's a piss pool.
It's all piss.
That pool is piss.
It's mostly piss.
Yeah.
And
there's no way the pH balance isn't acidic.
You got that right, brother. I mean, the amount of adult piss in that pool.
Yeah.
I mean, every pool, they plan to have some pee.
I don't think they plan for that.
But not like that. So what I'm saying is this pool has to be chlorined to shit.
Oh, yeah.
But you can always tell, man. Someone's like, I'm just going to go for a little swim. And you're like, okay, Jordan, I see you. You know?
Yeah.
But if you say that, people get really shameful. But chlorine's in the pool for a reason. Also, you know the chlorine smell is activated by urine?
I did not know that.
So when you walk by a pool and you're like, God, that's a strong smell, it means there's piss in there. Everyone's peeing in pools. Yes, it's gross. We're all still going to do it. Because you know what I hate worse than the shame of peeing in a pool?
What?
Wet feet on a bathroom floor.
Oh, that slap,
in a public bathroom?
Slap. Yeah.
Gross. Get me out of here.
No.
At that same wedding in Costa Rica, the bathroom for like the venue where it was at, like the after dinner, the public bathroom that was nearest was the pool. So you had to walk in there. The floor is all wet because people have been getting out of the pool and just going in there.
Right. And
so I'm in there in like a tux, disrobing to pee. Gross. I'd rather pee in the pool.
Yeah, I think it's okay to pee. They have the chlorine. That's what it's there for.
And I would not poop in a pool.
No, you obviously don't deuce in a pool.
Can't deuce in a pool.
And if you're bleeding, you get out of a pool. So you're
just don't bleed.
You're safe to pee in the pool because it's meant for pee.
Thank you. And you can feel shame if you'd like, Mr. Mrs. Audience.
Don't feel shame.
But everyone's doing it.
It's America. Our forefathers fought for that freedom.
That's right. They fought for chlorine.
And freaking there's countries in Europe you can't even
look at a pool.
You can't even put your dangle dongle in a pool.
Yeah.
You have to stand thighs only.
That's it. And let me tell you, that's not fun.
It's not. That's like a hot summer day, but the fan is only hitting your foot. You need it all.
Today is not a hot summer day, though.
It's not. It's very nice and rainy.
Oh, it's very great.
Yeah. Next question. How would you describe a platypus to a blind person? This is a fun question.
That's a fun question.
That is a fun question.
Because what is a platypus?
It's like an otter and a
duck. But also kind of like a dog.
And a beaver.
Yeah, beaver's better because they have a beaver tail.
Yeah.
They're just weird creatures.
They are so extravagant. And their venom, they have venom.
They have venom?
They have venom. And it's like incurable venom.
Wow, good for them.
Yeah. And
they were sick of getting their shit beat out of them.
Oh, yeah. Evolution.
So they evolved.
They chose evolution. Evolution did not choose.
They chose violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they lay eggs.
I knew that.
And they're mammals.
I think they're the only mammal that lays eggs. One of the only mammals that lay eggs.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, to a blind here, close your eyes.
Okay.
So it's like a duck.
Yeah.
And a beaver.
Sure.
Had a baby.
Does it have feathers?
It doesn't.
Okay. So
it's like a duck beaver combo, no feathers.
Right. So then is it more of a fan of like college football or is it more of like an insurance fan? Like what is it? You know what I mean?
It does not consume media.
Okay.
I think you were setting me up for a bit, but I can't.
I was
finish
like
it.
Affleck, and then Gophers.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I was
Well,
like,
it's
well,
not a gopher.
well, right, but I mean, it's like it's got to be related to a gopher.
You're blind. Have you ever watched football?
I listen to the crunch of pads, and it makes me feel like I'm in the game.
Yeah. So it's like that, but it's a mammal, and it lays eggs.
Okay, does it quack if it's got a beak?
It doesn't quack, but it hisses.
Yeah, that's
You've heard a hiss.
That's not real. That's not a real animal. You can't.
It is.
You can't tell me that's a real animal.
And their venom. They have venom, by the way.
What the fuck?
I know, because they kept getting eaten. They got venom, and it'll really mess you up.
Is there like a cure for it?
There's no cure.
That's fucking what? That's not a real animal.
It is, and it's my favorite one.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
That was pretty good.
That was great.
Good acting, Ben.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. I did have to remind you've never watched football.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Okay, what's the next question? How do I bet my how do I get my dad to come back? Okay, well this
one's for you. This one's for
attack.
You for sure.
And obviously, to get my dad back, it would be drugs.
You have to become the drug dealer.
We just lure him back. We'd put like a little eighth on a fishing line, and then I would just whip it out.
Oh, that's nice.
And then just
what was his drug of choice?
Here's the thing. When I tell jokes on stage, I say heroin.
Yeah.
But he actually smoked crack.
Mm.
But I say heroin so people think he was cool. Because one, that's funny to me.
It's sad you're still sticking up for him.
Two, I never said that out loud. But yeah, it is sad.
It's sad that you're like,
it's a bit.
No, he was a cool drug dad. He did heroin.
He did heroin.
He was artistic.
He was really into grunge. And then two, so he smoked crack, didn't do heroin because he had a fear of needles.
Oh.
And I don't know how to make that a joke because that's so
I think I've heard you try though.
Fucking funny.
It's hilarious.
What, you're a drug addict and you don't like needles?
That's hilarious.
What are we doing here, dude?
Yeah. It really shows that he really doesn't have drive at all.
That was the other joke I was going to work on. I was like, why would I want to meet him now when he doesn't even want to be the best drug? Like, if he can't be the best druggie, he can't be by doing the best drug. How's he going to tell me?
He doesn't have a be the best muscle in him.
He doesn't have it in him. He's playing second fiddle to a crack pipe.
How often do you talk to him? Have you ever talked to him?
Yeah, we text.
Really?
Yeah.
Where does he live? Let's dox him.
Janesville.
So he still lives in the state.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, at least at least you have something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it definitely makes up for the 18 years without him.
Does he so he's clean now? He probably says he is.
I don't even think he says he is. I think it's just
you just don't ask.
Here's the thing with drugs that I don't think people get. As long as you have drugs, you're fine. Okay?
Yeah. You were just explaining this to me.
So yeah, if you don't have drugs, then it's not fine. And I think he's at a point where he's old enough to know better than to go off a deep end. But he's like, hey, I'm not gonna not do it. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you talk to him once in a while. Would you invite him to your wedding if you ever got married?
Oh God. No, my mom would fucking. To quote my mom, if he ever steps foot on my lawn, I will shoot him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of.
There's a tension.
Yeah, there's a tension.
There's a history there.
Okay. Well, I like your answer.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, before we go to the next question, so I love to cook.
Yeah.
I actually think it's the best salsa in the world. I made the best salsa in the world. And I saved some. I've been eating it for the last couple days. I made it Sunday after our show.
Yeah.
And I want you to taste it.
Did you use job money for salsa?
I love using the money from the show to like aid my interests because it feels like free. It feels like reinvesting.
Sure.
Yeah. But it's like a roasted tomato. It's not spicy. I know you like spicy, but it's not spicy. But I got this here for you.
Okay.
Please do not spill this on the couch.
I won't. Also, I'm breathing heavy because of the Chipotle. I was gonna say I can't just dip my finger.
I have chips. I have chips.
It's not like a hummus. I can't just dip my pinky in it.
I have chips.
Okay.
And I want to walk you through it. Fire roasted tomato, little onion,
or microwave.
Some peppers.
Ooh,
Does this smell?
that smells good.
Yeah, make sure you give your reaction to the microphone. Yeah, get a big chunk of tomato on there.
I'm not a big chunky tomato.
Okay. Well, I think you're good. You're good. That's commercial level salsa. I could sell that.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
That's good.
Matt's homemade salsa.
That's a good mild salsa.
And I'm going to put the recipe right here.
Bing.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I'm going to get another one.
Yeah, get in there.
One more.
Wow. I'm astounded by your fandom. This is so cool. This is the thing. I live alone. I cook for only myself. I never know if something's good or I just enjoy it. There's a difference.
Mm-hmm. No, that was good.
Thank you.
That was really good. I don't my my salsa buds are quite dare I say honky levels.
So you think you're a good judge of salsa?
I would say no. I don't, because I don't usually eat it, but that seemed, I don't know, it seemed balanced. Nothing seemed like too much, too little. Like I said, I don't like chunky tomato, but that was good.
Yeah.
Something about, like, listen, I feel like a tomato should just be eaten as a tomato or as a ketchup.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, like,
I guess I can. Yeah, I kind of know what you're saying.
Like, I don't like people doing weird shit with tomatoes, like beef fried or sun dried or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Beef, whatever. Okay, not my thing, but that was good.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now back to the show.
Oh my god. Salsa break.
This was a salsa break brought to you by Matt's Famous Salsa.
Matt's Famous Salsa.
It'll get you there without getting you there. It's gonna make you come.
Make you come.
This salsa will make you come.
Matt's Salsa is not responsible for any cum on the ceiling or on the couch. Thoughts on downtown Eau Claire parking? Absolutely fucking shit. What?
I think it's fine.
It's so dumb.
There's ramps.
Because it gets so busy.
There's ramps.
You know what we had before ramps? Parking lots.
There was nothing going on. You didn't need ramps.
Exactly. You had a parking lot.
But now there's more things going on. There's more great restaurants, more great stores.
What is going on that we need to demolish parking for also these hideous apartments? I don't know who this architect is. I don't.
They're fine.
They're dumb.
What do you want them to look like?
Like the same color? I don't know. You're going to tell me that the Metro Crossing building looks desirable?
It just looks like a building.
It looks like a kid's Lego project.
Come on.
That they just put stuff together because I don't know, they left over parts or whatever.
Dude, I don't understand this. They're just apartment buildings. They look like buildings. What more do you want from an apartment building?
To I don't know, monochromatic?
They're trying something. I think that's valuable.
Listen, the new ones down here, good. The black and white ones, those are peachy keen. I'll take that.
Okay. What about Andante? All white. Pretty sick.
Which ones are those?
It's the one by the ice cream shop and the Volume 1 local store.
Those ones are fine too. A little, I don't know.
See, you can't even find one you don't like.
No, the new ones that they're doing with it's like 4 different colors. Listen, I had a car. If you have a car that's 4 different colors, that's a piece of shit car. And that,
but these aren't cars; they're buildings,
right? So if you have a building that's 4 different colors, I stand by my rule of thumb.
Okay,
it's a piece of shit. Parking, on the other hand,
parking is fine. I don't understand the issues.
Listen, when you live downtown, it is not a problem for you.
Well, I just walk.
Exactly. So yeah, parking's fine for you.
Yeah, but okay, what is your ideal parking situation? You park right outside the business, you go in, you get out, right?
Right.
That can't happen if there's cool things downtown that lots of people want to go to. So ramps have to exist. And they do. And they're close. We park in the ramp every time you pick me up for a comedy thing.
Yeah, but there's a little tomfoolery on my behalf when it comes to the ramps.
We don't pay for parking.
Yeah, I don't.
They don't enforce the parking rates here.
Let me just drop this down at cities. If you have a sign that says use this QR code
I'm not doing it.
That's just free parking sign. That's a free parking sign. That's all that is.
Yes.
Not doing it.
The only way I pay for parking is if I'm forced to pay while leaving the lot.
Literally, just do that. I don't know why they don't do that anymore.
I don't want an app on my phone for parking.
No, I don't want a QR code. Also,
an app getting all my data that I use once in a while for parking. That's dumb.
Here's another thing I was thinking of. I was like, what if you're a scammer? If you put a QR code that someone scanned
over it,
there has to be a scam out there where they put a QR code that as soon as you scan it, boom, they have your information. There has to be.
There has to be. And it would be, you've heard of credit card skimmers where they put it right over the little console. You can't even tell it's there. What's to stop somebody from just putting a QR code sticker over the QR code sticker that already is there? And it's just firstborn child contract, There's nothing. Criminals, listen up. It would be easy.
It's free game out there. Be creative, but let us pass because we gave you this idea.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Founder's tax.
Parking is better than people realize. People are just lazy. That's what I think.
All right. I don't like you assuming I'm lazy, but I just want convenient parking that I don't have to pay for.
Which you now have. Currently, in the current state, you have that.
Dude, now you keep opening your fucking mouth.
All right. We're cutting this question out of the episode.
Next question. Do you honor dibs? Yes.
You ever have a friend who dibs everyone, though? Is this a sexual dibs or just dibs in general?
It just said dibs in quotations.
I would say I honor dibs.
I generally honor dibs, but you don't.
You ever at a party?
You don't abuse it.
You can't abuse it because you can't just be the guy who called dibs, the boy who cried
dibs. The boy who cried dibs.
Yeah, episode title. You can't just be the boy who cried dibs because I've been in situations. I myself have done this and learned from it. Where as you're in a group of friends, you're at a party or somewhere social, and you end up hanging out with a different group of friends, and there's a cute girl there, right? Mm-hmm. And you go, boys, I'd like to pursue this, dibs. That's fine once in a while.
That's the most business sounding conversation I've ever heard, by the way.
Boys, I'd like to pursue this.
Boys,
dibs.
Boys, gather around, meeting time. Okay. See her, cutie, blonde, dibs.
Yes. But sometimes you have a friend who dibs everybody. And that is a boy who cried dibs situation.
Yeah, that person, they don't get the honor. They abused it.
They abuse it.
They don't get to call dibs anymore.
But if it's done respectfully, I will honor dibs.
Yeah.
For my friends.
Absolutely.
Random person? No.
Yeah. No, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
That's someone that's way too comfortable. That's a person who will knock on your door as they enter your house before you give the okay.
I've never had that happen to me.
I have.
Wow.
Yeah. Little people's elbow. Bop. Get out of my house until I say.
Yeah. Door-to-door salesmen are really bad at that. Now, we don't really live in a time where that exists anymore, but when I was growing up, once in a while, they'd come around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, I'll vacuum your floors.
Just trying to sell a shop
Trying to sell a shop vac or a vacuum. My mom's like, okay, I have a messy house with 3 children. And then she bought a vacuum.
That's funny.
It was a sick presentation, though.
Yeah.
Because he vacuumed the whole house. And then he took the dirt from the bag. And he put all the dirt on the floor at the end of the night. Or at the end of the presentation. And then vacuumed up all the dirt one more time.
That's flex.
That was a huge flex.
That's flex. Also, I'm just going to say what everyone's thinking the moment you said that he vacuumed the entire house. How many times did someone not buy a vacuum?
I don't know. I'll tell you what, that vacuum was expensive too. My mom she bought the vacuum from him, the exact vacuum. So it was like a used floor model or display model. $1,000.
Mrs. Hasenmueller, what are you doing?
Retail $1,600.
Dropping a K,
a band,
a one band on a freaking shop vac.
It was a Kirby, but they still have it, and this has been 15 years. It has a lifetime warranty. They have a repair shop in town. She can take it anytime to get. I mean,
is it the one on Birch?
No, it's behind KFC.
Okay. I was going to say, because there's a vacuum shop on a random street here in Eau Claire that I've never seen business. I'm pretty sure the only thing they sell are monkey paws.
Oh, I've seen that.
Bunnies.
I've seen that place. It's a real dusty establishment.
Which is
ironically enough.
I was going to say, use your product, brother. But okay, yeah.
I do honor dibs. Is that the question? Wasn't that the question?
Yeah, do you honor dibs? Yes, we honor dibs.
We just got off on a tangent.
We honor dibs here at Job.
But don't abuse it.
Don't be a dick. Okay. Ooh, this is a show question. Horny? Question mark?
Yes. Next question. I am so alone.
Dude's going to eat some of that salsa later. Freaking. Fucking turn that popcorn ceiling into a caramel popcorn ceiling. You know what I'm saying, brother?
Boy, do I ever.
Why is McDonald's so expensive now? I can tell you why.
Well, inflation.
No, because Five Guys and Whataburger and In-N-Out charge $15 because they have quality fucking product for their meat.
It's the same price to go to Culver's, which is crazy.
And people were okay with that, and McDonald's saw that. I looked this up one day in a McDonald's drive-thru because I was like, why the fuck is
why is usually like a double quarter pounder with cheese meal with like a fry and a soda is like $12?
It was like $7.59 back in the day.
Yes, you could get out of McDonald's with a King's meal for less than $10.
Yeah.
Remember when the Big and Tasty was $1? That was a quarter pound burger.
Just got a double quarter pounder the other day, $11.
It's insane. And I won't go.
No.
Until they lower the prices. You know where I've seen where they lower the prices is the app, but I refuse to get a McDonald's app. But they just give out free food all the time in the app. Buy one, get one free, coupons. Because, but they have your information now. Like, you're trading a lot for that free food.
I was going to say, I don't like corporations pushing me to get an app. I don't know why.
I don't want an app either. Just give me I have the internet. Why am I downloading your thing?
I feel like they're one step away from firing all the workers and then just making you make the burrito yourself.
Yeah. Which I would do, I guess, if it was cheap.
Would not. Well, okay, hold on.
What if Chipotle was like, it's half off, but you make the burrito? It's not a bad gig.
Only if at the end they had a machine
to wrap
that folded the burrito.
Yeah.
I could then foresee that being a thing. But anywhere else, fuck you. Quit making me try and download the app.
Yeah, I'm not getting your app. It's expensive because of corporate greed and inflation.
App yours.
Oh, dude, that was sick,
good,
dude. My
Fucking
God.
Stuff.
You should eat more before you come over.
Oh my God, you might be right. Okay, this is a lengthy one. Do you think there are other forms of life in the Teletubbies universe, or do you think the main four killed everything else? Fun question again.
It's a good question.
I'm going to keep this on hand because I feel like we're going to need to reference what the questions
Yeah,
were.
so that's interesting. Are there other forms of life in Teletubbies? My brother, when he was a baby, loved Teletubbies, so I've watched a fair amount, but it's been a long time.
For this question, you will be our senior Teletubbies correspondent.
Have you ever watched it?
Like 2
Senior
or 3.
Teletubbies correspondent is awesome.
I remember watching a couple episodes at my grandma's house, or my grandpa and grandma's. But when I went to my grandpa and grandma's, I was usually playing computer games with my grandpa or watching old 1940s movies. So, not really my jam.
Well, I don't know the storyline to Teletubbies, but from what I remember, it's 4 gay men living in a hill, much like Lord of the Rings. And
you're not wrong.
And the sun is a laughing baby, which I think is their god. I haven't watched it recently. And their vacuum talks. But other than that, there are no other life forms.
What if, spin with me, what if Teletubbies is an alternate universe where Aztecs sacrificed the entire planet and the remaining 4 Aztecs were Teletubbies? And your sun is their sun god.
Okay, that's why you chose Aztecs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think it's possible.
And the symbols on their heads.
Yeah, Tinky Winky, Poe,
La.
How does it go?
The fucking
who's the first one?
Donatello of the group.
That's Poe, I think.
Well, it's the one that we're forgetting.
There's blue, green, yellow, red.
Yeah. So Tinky Winky, Poe, La.
There's one more, and it's the first. It's like La, Tinky Winky, Poe,
Tinky Winky.
Yeah, that's the gayest one of all. I do think they're gay, and it's totally fine. But I think the Teletubbies are gay.
Hey, it's July now. We're out of Pride Month, okay?
Okay, not gay.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're just 4 dudes.
They're just 4 guys living in the city, trying to make their dreams come true, which is world domination.
Some really gay names.
Yeah.
Just the gayest names you could do.
Doesn't make them gay. Hey, names don't make you gay.
That is true.
Yeah.
But that being said, they're not named, Bert, Ronald, Skylar.
You're thinking of non-gay male names?
I'm trying to go as just cis white hetero names as I possibly can.
I think there are examples of gay men with all of those names.
Hey, shut up.
Skylar?
Skylar. That's a
gay man.
That's a young white kid who asks for the ice cream scoop, which by the way is the name of a haircut that the kids want when they put the hat on. When they put the hat on and it's got the fluff out the side.
That's called the ice cream scoop.
That's called the ice cream scoop, and my barber told me that when I got my haircut.
Yeah, I used to wear that look. We all did.
I did not.
Oh.
Yeah.
I used to have only bangs.
I did have bangs.
I had like a buzz cut and just bangs. That was my childhood haircut.
When I was really, really young, like I had to have been, I don't know, 13, 14. When I was in my skateboard phase, hair so long, I could put it in my mouth.
Yeah, I actually cut my hair. I had really long hair when I was touring. And one day I was headbanging and my hair, I breathed in when I was coming down and I breathed in my own hair. And I was like, this is the end. I'm done. It's a weird feeling to choke on your own hair.
So Teletubbies?
Gay. That way, what was the question?
There are other forms of life. I don't think so.
I don't think
because
so.
there's that vacuum thing that they're definitely using on themselves.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let me clean up your mess. Nom, 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 nom. Yeah. I think there is something dark going on there, though. There's probably theories.
I would love to see a dark Teletubby theory.
Mm-hmm. Some type of murder. We murdered everybody. We're all gay type thing.
Grand sacrifice to awaken the sun baby god.
The sun baby. And the baby is awake and everyone lives happily, but they've killed a lot of people to get there.
What if it's like a Noah's Ark situation where...
Could be.
They now have to all fuck to repopulate. Because the sun baby god...
You actually bring up a great point, and I'm going to put us off on a tangent.
Okay, rip.
Noah builds an ark.
Right.
To survive world domination from God.
Mm-hmm.
God's like, hey, take your family and every animal. He does that. But then their families just fucking each other to repopulate the earth. There's some gray area there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think the gray area...
You been to West Virginia? That wouldn't work.
That might be where Noah's Ark comes from.
Oh.
Or he landed. One of the two. I think it's definitely where he landed.
I think it's really funny to think that Noah's Ark landed in West Virginia. And they're like, hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
You came on here on that big old ship.
That's a huge ship.
It hadn't rained in this part of the world in a long time.
Oh, my God.
Why are you touching your sister like that?
That's interesting. We do that here, too.
We do that here, too. Hey.
Hey.
Birds of a feather flock together. And I go more like birds of a feather fuck together. Am I right? Get over here, Kristen.
Get over here, my uncle or whatever.
If Noah was gay, we wouldn't be here. Let's just let that sit.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. And if he was gay, hero.
Yeah.
Absolute hero. He took one for the team.
Because let's think about it from the opposite point of view. If God told me I had to fuck guys in order to repopulate the world,
that's a tough sell.
and there's nothing wrong with it if that's what you like.
There's nothing wrong with it.
But to me, that's like, whoa. I think I'd like to see how this plays out before we do anything drastic.
If God was like, hey, collect every bug on Earth and you have to fuck dudes, I'd be like, oh no.
Yeah.
This is going to be a tough one, dude. Is there like an order I have to do this in?
Yeah. What if God told you to be gay? People aren't asking that question. Put that in the jar.
Put that in the jar. I would like us to riff on this.
Yeah. Put it in the jar.
What if God asked me? I mean, that's a whole slew of things. Because one, you finally just found proof of an upper power. And then two, that upper power is telling you to fuck dudes. In my case.
Yeah. Let's do one more question.
Put that in the jar. All right. Hit us with a manifestation.
Please, jar.
Please, jar.
Give us a good one.
Give us a good one.
Something I can show my mom to prove to her that what I'm doing is an important and good thing.
Something you show his mom to prove that what he's doing is an important, good thing. This is a show question?
It's long.
It's strong.
I can tell it's long because of the text on the back.
Down to get the friction on. Would you bang one of those blue aliens from Avatar? Be honest.
Oh, yeah.
A lanky bitch? Yeah.
A Zoe Saldana? Yes.
Yeah. A Na'vi.
I think we're banging.
Oh, yeah. They're called the Na'vi, firstly. Okay. Put some respect on the name.
Yeah.
James Cameron didn't waste 20 years of millions of billions of dollars.
Yes.
So that they could be called the blue aliens. Okay.
Yeah. There's plenty of blue aliens. Those are the Na'vi.
The Na'vi. Okay.
And I would absolutely have sex with them. And I would argue it's already happened. They didn't show it in the movies, but I guarantee it was happening.
You know what? I just rewatched them. One, better than these bandwagoners are hating on it. Okay, I don't understand the hate with Avatar.
I actually have this argument with my brother all the time. He thinks Avatar's a great movie. I said, it's a good movie, but it's not great. A great movie is like The Godfather, something you show your kids. Avatar is not that movie. It's Pocahontas in space. It is entertaining. It's fun to watch. It's beautiful to watch, but it's not a great movie.
Here's the thing: is that it's a great movie from a technical perspective.
It's an achievement in movie making.
That is great.
Like the underwater scenes in the second one are crazy.
You mean the entire movie? The entire movie that takes place underwater, more or less?
Yeah, but it was crazy.
The whole movie is
I meant
fake.
like when the ship is sinking at the end.
Yeah.
And all the camera, like the ship keeps like flipping. So every time they go back to somebody, the ship is different and at a different angle.
Yeah.
The physics of that, the logistics of filming that are insane.
Yeah. And that
I'll actually give that to you.
that's what I'm saying. Like from that perspective,
It's not a great movie because of what it is, but technically speaking, it is revolutionary to filmmaking.
But here's also why I say one, lore.
Good
lore
lore
is great.
Good lore. Yeah, good lore.
And again, it's entertaining. What literally, to quote Russell Crowe from Gladiator, which is a great movie, are you not entertained? Is it not entertaining? Which first movie, yes, was Pocahontas in space. Second movie was not. Second movie,
it was Pocahontas in the ocean.
It was so shut up. It was not. It was literally that whole movie is about every character in that movie is just growing. There is character development within each storyline. Yeah. And that's good. That's great. That's a great movie.
Yeah, it's great TV. That's great movie.
That's great entertainment.
You're right. All right. Well, here we find ourselves at the end.
Listen, at the end of the day, we're trying to put our nah-dees in them nah-vees. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
I'm not ending the episode there because I want to tell you something.
Okay.
So I got a little high the other night and I wanted chips and salsa.
Yeah.
And I didn't have salsa. So I tried marinara.
You're a fucking asshole.
And so what you tried earlier today is actually just Aldi's original marinara sauce. And I'm telling you, and that's why I wanted you to try it with no perspective. It actually passes as a decent salsa.
You're such a fucking asshole. You know why? Because I was eating it, and I was like, this actually tastes a little marinara. but I don't want to like hurt his feelings. Like maybe he was trying to go for like a really...
But it works. It works as a salsa.
It does. But I also feel like I should be eating it with a breadstick.
It's good though.
It's not bad. That is the thing. It's legitimately not bad. It passes
as salsa. If you got that at a Mexican restaurant, you're like, well, it's pretty mild, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty. Feels like a like a guy who ran out of fucking salsa ingredients.
I've been thinking about that all day. I went and got chips for this bit.
Jonathan, what time is it? 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 Jonathan, what time is it?